I've got a sweet tooth.
Joker director praises Deadpool and Wolverine for record-breaking success.
I actually don't know what
Todd
the
Phillips.
record-breaking success is at this moment. I'm going to have to do a little look
Yeah.
at the box office.
Well, I'll read this little
Deadpool
paragraph here, John.
Wolverine.
It's all about Todd Phillips, the director of Joker, has expressed admiration for Deadpool and Wolverine surpassing the DC film to become the highest-grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Wow.
Since its release, Deadpool
Extraordinary.
and Wolverine has shattered multiple box office records, reigniting enthusiasm for upcoming Marvel films and drawing comparisons to DC's 2019 hit Joker. This success signals a promising future for Marvel and highlights a shift in the competitive landscape of superhero cinema. I can't disagree with him in terms of R-rated films. They're always a harder sell when it comes to comic book because kids can't get in to see them. Oh, they shouldn't get in to see them.
I seen R-rated in 18 movies when I was younger.
Yeah.
Stop mollycoddling.
Yeah, it's the cinema though, isn't it?
That'd be all right.
I don't know. I don't
Put
really
a
know.
moustache on, like Paul McCartney did back in the day. You'll get in.
Yeah, a beard.
You are clearly underage.
Yeah.
You I cannot serve.
But John, it was something that I wanted to talk to you about in terms of both films because it's something that we actually talked about on Sin's Corner, and then we did talk about it the following week on our own channel with Gianni.
Yeah.
In terms of, and I'm going to lump Joker into this as well. Todd Phillips' Joker from 2019. Both of these films, in my opinion, didn't have the best stories. They didn't have the best stories. They were very surface level stories. Both these films for me were all about the tone shift in what we were used to,
Very character driven.
and that's why I'm confident Joker 2. I will enjoy it, but I do have reservations that it's going to just go over old ground again. The first film was good because I'd never seen anything as dark, in live action in comic books.
My hope for Joker 2, without cutting in, Steve.
No,
I'll let
I'm
you-
finished. I was just getting my breath back.
Yeah, my hope for Joker 2, from what I've seen from the trailers, is that Joker was all about him being forgotten by society, looking after his mother, just a joke figure, sort of pariah. And then he finds a cause and sort of meaning in life being Joker. And all of a sudden, he's accepted by, albeit crackpots and anarchists, but he's accepted. In this movie, I think they'll elaborate further on that with Harley Quinn. And him finding a sort of soulmate, two kindred psychotic souls come together, and they'll just build it out from that with the music being a backdrop. It's going to be really interesting to see how they incorporate that, because as I keep saying, a lot of the stuff I liked was sort of framed with iconic music. You think of the staircase scene.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on in there musically already in the first movie. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a fucking musical, but I'll be really intrigued to see how they build that out. But I'm not worried about that. I don't think Joaquin would have come back if he didn't have a rhyme or reason. This guy doesn't do sequels ever, and he's a serious actor. He's an Academy Award winner. There must be something special in the script for him to be enticed back to play the character. And I don't think Todd Phillips would do it either. I don't think he would tread over old ground. I think there must be something special in this story to justify them doing a sequel. I've got hopes for it. And Lady Gaga's
I was going to say Lady Gaga
well.
as well. I don't think she would sign on for something that it was naff or a sort of regurgitation. I know that the first film did get a lot of attention for the wrong reasons in terms of its story being regurgitated from previous films from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, King of Comedy.
King of Comedy,
yeah,
and Taxi Driver. But for me, I enjoyed it for what it was, but for me, it was something that I'd never seen before in live action in terms of that sort of depth we went with that character. It was very deep, and you couldn't help being sympathetic towards Arthur as well to a point. Obviously, when he shoots that chat show guy in the head, you kind of lose all sort of support for him. But Murray. But I love that picture as well.
Yeah, I'm just looking at there, Steve.
I've been staring at it and I just realised what it is.
Yeah, it's Wade Wilson, yeah. What I love about that, and it's something that we've discussed before, Stephen, it's usually reserved for the top grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
They've done that year after, well, not in bygone years they've done it, not year after year, because you've not got movies passing 3 billion every fucking year, John. You gotta get up with your life, son. If you're saying shit like that, you're just not getting taken serious. You should know better. You cover box office all the time on the website, and you used to cover it all the time in terms of shows and whatnot. you know better than that, son. But that's why I know this, what I'm about to say. They always tip the hat to the one that overtakes it. Jim Cameron's done it numerous times with Kevin Feige and Marvel. With Avatar being overtaken with Avengers, then they returned the favour. He did it before, probably with himself. He's got that many movies in the top 3, top 4, top 5 at the box office all-time listing. But Todd Fox has done it here because it's the R-rated top grossing movie and it's now been replaced with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's done a little I don't know what you homage, sort of taking his movie and then showing Wade Wilson coming in. So I like that. I like when they do that. They tip the hat and give respect. It just shows you that there is respect in that industry.
Yeah.
From one filmmaker to another, they appreciate the other people's works. It's not just me, selfish, I, me, mine, as George Harrison famously sung back in the day. They do appreciate someone coming along and doing something in their specific genre that beats their film.
Yeah.
I like that camaraderie. In terms of the numbers, Stephen, I mean, it's easy to forget. Joker did do unbelievable back in the day. I mean, say back in the day, it was like 5 years ago, but that's back in the day. That's half a decade.
Yeah.
Fucking grown, honestly. But nearly 1.1 billion for a Joker film. No one would have believed that was possible prior to that film's release.
I think the sort of narrative prior to 2019 was nobody does a supervillain movie because there's not anything interesting about that. Well, I think they proved that wrong. Certainly, I think the performance of Joaquin Phoenix as well proved it wrong. Obviously, in terms of the director as well, I don't think I've known his work up to that point, Todd Phillips, up to Joker. I'll be honest, I don't really know. But I appreciated what he did. Obviously, he was taking elements from very famous films.
Yeah, Road Trip. Back in the day, Hangover.
Road Trip, that's
totally
a blast
different, isn't
past,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
Dogs as
ones,
well,
that I had seen, but they're not indicative of him
And
releasing a
buddy movies,
Joker.
aren't they? Yeah.
It's not even remotely in the same wheelhouse as a Joker film. We've got a comment from Akshay Kumar. Hey guys, do react to the GOAT trailer from Telepathy VJ. I know it's out of context here, but just want to let you know, and I'll appreciate that because we did react to I think it was
Teaser?
the
title one,
announcement. So
yeah, we'll do that probably after this actually.
Yeah, we do love Telepathy. I think it's his last film.
Yeah, for a while
before he goes to politics, isn't it? So
yeah. Time he comes back, he'll be Regina Kind. Yeah,
without the wig, he doesn't need the wig. But no, I mean, it's just incredible. It shows you, Stephen, that R-rated, that you can make an R-rated movie, and if it's very well put together and it's got great word of mouth, it can make over $1 billion. It's not about making constant multi-demographic PG-13 movies that a 90-year-old can go and see and a 2-year-old can go and see. That's not the be-all and end-all of cinema, and it's not the only way to make money. There's enough adults out there that enjoy cinema for you to go and make $1 billion or big money on an R-rated film. So I like the fact that these movies have had success. It just shows companies like Disney and Warner Brothers and whatnot, it can be done.
I also like the fact that we've had a DC director complimenting Marvel side of things as well, which probably about, as you said, 5 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. DC were too busy tearing shreds, misplaced tearing shreds at MCU at that point. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to Joker too. Don't know when it's out. Is it?
It's coming up, isn't it?
October? Can't remember.
It is, it's coming up. Joker.
I think it's. Yeah, can't remember. We talked
comes
about
out
this.
on the what? It's coming out. Release date. That'll maybe help you, John.
Yeah, can't remember. October. Yeah, beginning of October. It's going to run right into Halloween, isn't it? So get that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's work cut out for it to try and top the first movie ultimately, because that was I really enjoyed Joker.
I enjoyed it.
I know it's easy to shit on top of the movie now and say it was just a Martin Scorsese remake and all the film snobs love to shit on it. Why is it getting all these Oscar nominations? Because it's a well put together film.
I don't think it was it was the best written film, but it
story,
was an interesting character study. That's the way I look at it.
And that's what it was all about, Stephen, and that's why ultimately you were buying on when you said that Deadpool and Wolverine and Joker have got that similarity in terms of a relatively weak story, but it's character driven and it goes into the souls of a character. Maybe Deadpool and Wolverine to a less extent, but it kind of does, because you're going into the soul of Wade Wilson and Logan and why they're outsiders and they never feel part of a team, and ultimately they come together and become a team, and it shows development in the two characters. So you're kind of looking inward at the characters. It's more about the characters, less about villains and story being unbelievably strong, and it worked. because you can have a really character-driven film and it works. I think Joker's a better film than Deadpool and Wolverine.
I do as well.
Incidentally,
Yeah.
a different kind
Yeah.
of film, but I think it's better and it had more of an impact. I think
Yeah.
on society.
But what's your thoughts, folks? What did you prefer? Did you prefer Joker or did you prefer Deadpool and Wolverine? Or do you like them both equally? Share your comments below in the comment section. We really appreciate it. We might even reply to it. We will reply to it. We reply to everything. Even if it's just a thumbs up or a love heart, we will reply. We read everything. We're going to move on.